Okay, this video is about the acute responses to exercise. That is, what are the mechanisms that cause the immediate changes in our respiratory system, cardiovascular system, and our muscular system. It's important to understand that acute responses do not just refer to the changes that take place during exercise. It also includes the recovery period as well, until those changes get back to pre-exercise levels.
Mommy, Mom.
And all the responses that take place in our body, increased heart rate, increased ventilation, the purpose of all these changes is to deliver oxygen and nutrients to our working muscles. How do we do that? Via the bloodstream. That's why our heart rate goes up, to pump more blood, therefore more oxygen, and as well as delivering more glucose and other nutrients. These changes also serve to remove waste products from our muscles and from our blood, such as carbon dioxide and lactate. An easy thing to remember with all the acute responses to exercise is that they all increase, except for blood volume and energy substrates. So let's firstly look at the acute respiratory responses. So this refers mainly to our lungs area. So we have increased ventilation. What is ventilation? It's the air breathed in and out in litres per minute. So it is tidal volume. That's the volume of air that's breathed in and out with each breath. And we multiply that by our rate of breathing. So how many times we breathe per minute. So that's ventilation. So ventilation is tidal volume, the amount of air inspired and expired with each breath, multiplied by how many breaths we take. The other acute response that goes up is diffusion. And diffusion is, simply put, gas exchange. In our lungs, we have the beautiful big alveoli. We have alveoli at the end of our bronchioles, which are responsible for the gas exchange. So gas exchange always is caused by gas moving from high concentration to low concentration. So in the lungs, we have high concentration of oxygen because we're breathing in oxygen, but in our bloodstream that's passing by our lungs has a low level of oxygen. This is very rich in oxygen. So the law of diffusion, we move from high concentration to low concentration. So we get oxygen from the lungs moving into our blood. That then goes to our heart, which is then pumped around to our working muscles. Conversely, at our muscles, because we are producing high levels of carbon dioxide as a byproduct of cellular respiration, we have carbon dioxide, high concentrations in the muscle, and in the bloodstream it's low concentration. So again, diffusion, we have carbon dioxide moving into the bloodstream, which is then returned to the lungs. This time we've got high levels of CO2 in the blood, low levels of CO2 in the lungs, so that transfers into the lungs and then expired out. Here's another diagram reminding us that diffusion takes place in the lungs, where we have oxygen coming in, carbon dioxide going out, and in the muscles we've got oxygen going in, carbon dioxide going out.